Cooperative, and Kaufman Realty.
Your information station, WTIM.
You're listening to WTIM, your information station, and our morning show brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville. I'm your host, Grayson Bauman. Joining me in this segment is Jessica Franks. Jessica is the Recreation Director with the Taylorville Park District. Jessica, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. And the weather today should hopefully keep that rolling. Let's recap a little bit from the last time we talked. The Easter egg hunt. I knew that was going to be a big deal for you. How did that go from your end? And what did you feel like success-wise? How did that end up shaping up?
It went great. We had to reschedule the event due to weather the weekend before that, but we moved it to the very next week, same time, same place, and it went really great. I mean, that is always, it's a big event. I mean, there are 7 different organizations in the community that come together to sponsor it, and I just love whenever we're able to get that many people together for one thing. I think it's awesome, and the kids loved it, so it went good.
If I remember right, we split up into some age groups, and then we had different prizes based on the age groups a little bit as well. And so
yes,
good to hear that it went well for all ages.
It was.
So the Easter egg hunt, a success, even though it had to be rescheduled for that next week.
Yes.
A pickleball tournament that you also had.
Well, it was a clinic, actually.
Oh, okay.
We brought someone in. He is certified with the USA Pickleball Association, and we did a clinic last weekend. So I participated in it. I've wanted to play. I see a lot of people out there playing every day, and didn't have the slightest idea how to play. And it was very good, because when you're in with a group of people that also are acknowledging that they don't know how, it made it a lot more comfortable, and learning, some basic rules and things like that. By the time we got done, we all had a pretty thorough basic knowledge of pickleball, and it's not as scary. It's intimidating when you see people out there playing and you have no idea how to do it. So it's awesome. And we've had people calling already, to check on it, and then we'd love to put on another one. We just need to kind of get some more interest in it to get at least 8 to 12 people out there to do it again.
So the pickleball clinic went
Yes.
very well, of which you also participated in, and hopefully are pickleball ready for the summer.
I am.
This kind of segues, I'd say, pretty nicely into something that's pretty new for the park board. That's the tennis court fundraiser. So this would be a new opportunity for members of the public to go play pickleball when it's not in use.
Yes.
And what can you tell me update-wise about that fundraiser for the tennis courts?
So we are up to $12,390. So we raised that in a little over a month, just getting started. So we had a fundraiser dinner, and then the rest of it is all just community donors. So I've started, sending letters out to different people in the community and stuff to see about getting help with that. I'm working with a company but an organization that does grants for it. So I'm going to try to get a large portion of it paid for by grant. And if all of that stuff works out and we continue to get, the community's involvement in it, it's something that we'll for sure be able to get accomplished. So.
Goal was 240, 230?
It's about, 233 was one of the estimates. So we just said 240 to be safe. And if we end up with extra, there's lighting and stuff like that we could always add in that is not added in right now. So we could add stuff like that if we had extra. But
the hope for that was to go to Janes Park.
It is Janes Park. So 3 courts there. 3 courts is the minimum for the high school to be able to have matches and stuff. So it'll be great, because they travel so far for everything. They can't do anything in town. And so they'll be able to have some matches here close and have their practices close. And I look out my window and I see them out there practicing on one court. It's a shame. So I'm really glad that the board was on board with doing this, and the community is really starting to get involved in it too. So
$12,390 so
Yes,
far
sir.
raised, hoping for a grant
Yes.
to really get us that boost there towards our total goal of $240,000 for the tennis courts at Janes Park. So that's an update on that fundraiser.
Oh, and also, if I could add,
Please.
because we set up an account, it's at FNB on Spresser. And so if people don't want to come into the park or whatever, they can actually just go straight to the bank and deposit into that account. So it's Taylorville Park District, High School Tennis Court Fund, or Janes Park Tennis Court Fund.
And that's at F&B on Spresser.
Spresser, yes.
Can go ahead and do so there. So that's a look at the tennis court at Janes Park and where it stands right now. This is another one that we're needing an update on a little bit here, and that is the Manners Park Pool Project.
Yes.
what do you know at this moment with the pool project and maybe dates and things that we're
Okay.
kind of expecting?
Yes. Well, last week we had what they call a pre-bid meeting. And so we had 8 or 9 different contractors that came in to review the project, review the site, and then they could decide if they want to bid on the projects. So that closes on the 21st of this month. And so then all the bids will be open that day. And on the next board meeting, I think it's the 27th, the Tuesday after Memorial Day, that's when we'll announce the winning bid for the pool. So it could be just one person that bids on all 3 segments, or it could be 3 different people. But we'll find out then. Then we'll have an idea of what the bid amount was, their timelines, and everything like that. So everything's moving along just like it's supposed to.
So the 21st is when the pre-bids come to a close.
It is,
And then
yes.
by the time the meeting comes around on the 27th, we'll have decided.
Yes.
That decision going to be based on, I would assume, obviously price, but also probably completion date and some other things.
It's a lot of stuff like that. And each one of the communities gets evaluated by the architect company, the people that did all the design work. So they've already started, people that were seriously inquiring in it, they've already started checking on, all their certifications and license and bonds and all this kind of stuff. So they do a lot of the background checking and things like that before, and then they will present us with who they feel is the best option. And then the board collectively will decide if that's what they agree to, or if they would rather go with somebody else.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mentioned a few moments ago was that there could be the possibility for 3 different individuals.
Yes.
So are we looking at this as the Manners Park Pool project as one being or one thing, but then umbrellaed under that is kind of 3 major phases?
It is. So the demolition, then there's the construction, and then a lot of the electrical and finishing work and stuff like that is in 3 separate things.
Okay. So a potential for one project with 3 different operators and different contractors to complete.
And it's great too, because the company that did all the design work, they have an album made up that has all of our local contractors and stuff like that in too. So if a large pool builder gets the contract, they're going to look to the local companies to be able to sub out a lot of the work that they don't do. So it's another opportunity that a lot of the local concrete or electrical or, painting and stuff like that can get involved in it too.
So big news should be coming around once Tuesday, May 27th
absolutely
rolls around.
Yes.
With that in mind, is the completion date still looking like next summer?
It is, as long as everything continues the way that it is. The permits were the only thing that were always going to be a problem. It was 2 months. Now we're getting into 5 or so months. And, but it's just kind of the state of Illinois and the way that it is. The office, we've been told, is just understaffed. And so it's how it is with a lot of things, but we are hoping that everything still just falls in line.
That is an update on the Manners Park Pool project, set to be kind of completed in 3 different phases. But as of May 27th, we should have quite a good idea of what we're looking at moving forward for said pool project. Well, I am joined by Jessica Franks, Recreation Director with the Taylorville Park District. We're going to take our first break, and we'll come back around and we'll talk a little bit about what to expect for the summer for the Taylorville Park District. You're listening to WTIM, your information station.
Your information station, WTIM.
Let's check the markets now on the RFD Radio Network. I'm Jim Taylor. Corn, beans, and Chicago wheat steady at this hour. July corn up 1.5, 444. September corn down 3/4, 427. December new crop 440, down a penny. July beans 1074 3/4, up 2 1/4. August beans up 3, 1073 1/4. And November new crop up 1 1/4, 1060 3/4. July wheat up 4 3/4, 522. September wheat up 4 1/2. 536 1/4. July bean meal up 20 cents, 293.50. July bean oil down a penny, 51.47. Livestock market, May feeders down 82 cents, 302 even. June live cattle 216.25, down 7 cents. May lean hogs 90.92, down a nickel. Energy market, June crude oil 63.44, down 23 cents. And I'm Jim Taylor on the RFD Radio Network.
Hi, Hi, I'm Brenda Elder, Executive Director of the Shelby County Economic Development Corporation. If you're looking to grow your business, we're here to help. From supporting our local businesses to attracting new investment, everything we do is focused on building a brighter future for Shelby County. We sponsor job fairs to connect local talent with great employers and inspire entrepreneurs through the Shelby County CEO program. Click on our icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com. Shelby County Economic Development, growing business, growing community.
You don't appreciate what you've got until it's gone.
Sure, like when your air conditioner conks out on the hottest day of the year.
Of course, when that happens, our talented team of technicians at Jansen's Heating and Air is ready to rock and roll to repair your sickly system.
But why chance it when you can be proactively prepared with a preseason tune-up and efficiency boost from Jansen's?
We calibrate, lubricate, and recombobulate all the moving parts to stretch the life of your system.
So that cool air's blowing when the thermometer starts glowing.
But if replacement is needed, Jansen's can install a brand new high-efficiency comfort system that's strong as a bull but quiet as a church mouse.
It's factory fresh and fully warranted.
For AC service, repair, or installation, Jansen's crew has the tools, talent, and tenacity to get it done the right way. Call 562-5201.
JansensHeating.com.
If you don't want this summer to be a bummer,
we can help.
Whether coming from a hospital stay or just need a little help, Taylorville Care Center's personalized therapy program can get you up and going. Find out more by clicking their icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
I'm Taylorville School Superintendent Brandy Bruley. Our schools promote student success because Taylorville schools are A+. Find out the many opportunities for your student by clicking our icon at TaylorvilleDailyNews.com.
Your information station, WTIM.
And we're back with the WTIM morning show here on your information station, brought to you by Landmark of Taylorville and People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first. I'm your host, Grayson Bauman. Joining me in this segment is Jessica Franks, Recreation Director with the Taylorville Park District. We talked the Easter egg hunt and pickleball clinic, the tennis court fundraiser going on right now, and a Manners Park pool update. Let's talk the summer months. You've got them loaded right now with the concert series, the movie series that you have. I don't know which direction you want to take me, but the summer is fully loaded and you've been all behind it. So wherever you want to take me with the summer and activities going on.
I could really quickly just go through all the dates. I know if we run out of time, but we've had them scheduled. Everybody can get the information from Facebook if they need it. But June 13th is the first one. That's Taylorville. That's the Taylor Swift tribute band. And so that one's 7:00. The very next day on that Saturday is a new event that Taylorville Christian Church and Davis Memorial Church are working on together called Rhythm of Community Unity. So that is not a park sponsored event. So that's something if you or your church wanted to be involved in, you would just need to contact one of those churches for that information. June 27th is Wicked, the sing along version in the park. And that's sponsored by McLean. Then July 11th is the Stone Cold Cowboys. And that's the first night that we're going to have the 40 mile per hour club out for the car show also. So there'll be the concert, but the car show will start a little bit earlier. I think 4. They'll be out there and then the concert right after. And then the 19th is the PDGA disc golf event. I'm still waiting to hear back on the second one, but I think it's going to be later in the summer or early fall. And July 25th is Mufasa, the screening of that, and that's in the Chautauqua building also, 7:00, and that one's sponsored by Walmart. So it's been really great with them too, because they got really involved for Christmas and now they're still involved with this. So it's awesome to see Walmart involved in the community as much as what they're starting to do. And then August 1st is the last concert. That's Victims of Love, and that is the Eagles tribute band. So we're really excited about all of those things, and then all of the things that we regularly have all the time, senior lunch, kids are kids, and day camp is getting ready to start. So even though we don't have a pool, we're still going to be very busy.
And the best part of the summer concert series is that they're going to be free.
Yes, absolutely free.
The only thing that won't be free is if you would like some food or some drink as well from different vendors, but going for free for the family and then making that purchase of the food and the drink that much better.
Yeah, it's 4 different food trucks that we'll have there. So there's going to be, pizza, burgers, It could be fair food, everything. So it's going to be pretty awesome for people to be able to come out and enjoy. So that was the donation from Carol Alexander, that $20,000 that covers all of the concerts for the summer. So it's an amazing gift to the community to have it for free.
Anything else in our last about minute here when it comes to Taylorville Park District?
Just we're already turning the page and starting to work on Christmas. So it's kind of crazy to be in May and be thinking about that, but we're working on the fall events. Of course, we always said the Falling Leaf Festival we'll have the week before Chili Fest. So that's September 27th. And then we'll full steam straight into Christmas. So I'm really excited about that. I already have a couple of new events scheduled and just try to, keep everybody excited about it. I know last year was a great year, so we'll start working on making this year a great year.
And that is what we will do. June 13th, 14th, 27th, July 11th, 19th, and 25th, August 1st. And as just mentioned there, Falling Leaf Festival on September 27th. Then we'll be working on Christmas, and it'll be just like that. It's already May. Well, thank you to Jessica for joining me here on the WTIM Morning Show. We're brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, where they put people first, and Landmark of Taylorville. More of the WTIM Morning Show will be on its way tomorrow. And that'll do it for us. You're listening to WTIM, your information station.
Your information station. WTIM.
WTIM 870 WTIM Assumption Taylorville. 96.1 FM Taylorville.